Okay, hello everybody. Welcome if you're watching on YouTube. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's probably New Year for many of you if you're watching this live. And if you're watching this in the VOD, then yeah, it's definitely New Year for you. Happy New Year indeed. Today I'm doing this evening, tonight, whatever you want to call it, whenever. We're doing a somewhat of a special stream. I don't usually do these streams, obviously. This is a very rare occurrence of a stream, but I was inspired by Rusty Champagne to do a stream like this, indeed. And we're gonna do exactly that. We're gonna do a little bit of a review of 2025 for the YouTube channel and all that good stuff, and kind of compare and contrast 2024 to 2025. We'll look into a lot of different analytic things, behind the scene things. If you like analytics and you like the behind the scene things and you have many questions or anything involving the topic around content creation or streaming or anything like that, this is the time to do it. This is the stream to do it. This is the time to pick a brain and do it to it. This is it. I will answer all those questions as much as I can, as best as I can, and kind of just share my experiences and things like that over the years and whatnot. But I think it's a pretty fun idea, comparing 2024 and 2025, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. And luckily we're watching, you know, if you're watching on Twitch and or if you're watching on YouTube, at least we have this as a VOD. That makes sense. Yeah, a VOD, so that you can watch it if you're not watching live, because it is late for most of you, and most of you should be in bed. Happy New Year's, maybe. Or not, I don't know. But yeah, we'll go ahead and kind of look at this stuff and all that good stuff. So yes, and yes, happy new year indeed, everybody. Anana K, happy new year. Barclay, happy new year. Lisa loves pie. Ooh, you want to do both sides. Happy new year too. Gamer dude, happy new year. Shaving it for later, happy new year. Michelle, happy new year as well. Michelle, how you doing? What's going on? Good to see you. Indeed. Happy New Year, House of M. Happy New Year indeed. Good to see you. Happy New Year, Power Bozo. Sierra, happy New Year. Happy New Year indeed to you, Sierra. Good to see you indeed. So, Zahib Jamal, happy New Year. How's it going? Good to see you. Welcome in. Susie, you're not supposed to be in the YouTube chat. You're supposed to be in bed. You need to go to bed, Susie. It is far past your bedtime. Okay. And listen, you're lady, what are you doing? You're gonna be a bit, how do you say it? You're gonna be a bit knackered tomorrow morning. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Happy New Year, Robert. How's it going? Happy New Year indeed. Happy New Year, Matt and Do Gaming. How's it going? Happy New Year to you. Jules, happy New Year to you, Jules. Happy New Year and happy almost birthday, Brandon, right? Happy New Year indeed. Happy New Year and happy birthday. Hello, Kevin. Happy New Year, Kevin. How's it going? I'm glad your channel grew, Kanz, from Metro Sim Hustle to today. It's impressive. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Red Gamer, how you doing? Happy New Year. What's going on? Happy New Year, Pagey Bear. How's it going? Happy New Year. How's it going, White Hammer? Happy New Year to you. Am I staying until New Year? I don't think I'm gonna be staying until New Year. Probably not. Hello, Taterhead. Happy New Year. Glad we got to see you go fish. Go fish. How about that? Yeah. How's Danielle and Bella doing? Doing great. Yeah, doing great. Mini Mochi. Hello, Mini Mochi. Susie isn't only, yeah, it's 2:30 in the morning and she's over here sounding off. She got that FOMO. She got that real FOMO going in. Happy New Year, Arnica. Happy New Year. How's it going? Yeah. Anyways, we'll jump into the analytics side of things. So the first thing that we're going to be looking at, comparing and contrasting of 2024 and 2025, is going to be just the raw, just simple views, just views of the channel and how many views the channel actually brought up in the last year compared to last year. And I will tell you, just looking at the numbers right now, it is staggering how similar it is. How similar it is. It's kind of insane. It is kind of insane. Phoenix, happy new year. I like your channel since Weed Shop 3. Well, hello Phoenix, happy new year's to you. How you doing? So we'll go ahead and look at the chart here. So in the chart of 2024 and 2025, 2024 is the purple color. In 2025, it is the blue color. And in comparison, we are looking at this year 6,025,000 views, and last year it was 6,089,000 views. Now that is lower this year, lower in views of this year, but I'm gonna be real with you, especially the last like week or two, especially in this month with the internet problems, the amount of different canceled streams because of the internet problems. I think I probably would have been able to pass last year's view count anyways. So, but not by too much. So it's about the same when it comes to views. 6 million seems to be a good average that I'm having in the past 2 years. 6 million views, pretty nice. And it goes video by video of which videos actually did well in each year and things like that. And we can, you know, see about that and whatnot. Some of these things are inflated with different things, especially this year where I have been I've been posting more shorts. And yeah, the shorts compared to 2024, I don't know if I actually did a lot of shorts in 2024. I really don't know. But this is metric wise. We'll go ahead and just make sure that we are looking at views. We'll look at views, and we'll kind of look at that. And one thing is for certain here is my number one performing video was when I did the 5-star full park tour of Water Park Simulator. It was a video that got almost about a quarter of a million views. Best performing video that we did. And the other video that we did in 2024 that made about 100 and almost 40,000 views was the first look demo look at TCG Card Shop Sim before that game ever came out. Those were the two heavy hitters in the past 2 years. TCG Card Shop Sim and Water Park Simulator. Go figure, right? Go figure indeed. So that's pretty cool. Kanz was my top 5 most viewed YouTubers in 2025 recap. That's a complete honor. Absolute complete honor. Yeah. The second most viewed video was a short that I did that was 77,000 views, and that in the third top video was another short which was for the Water Park Simulator series. So 2 of the top 3 videos were shorts. If you look back at 2024, that is exactly the opposite. And in 2024, I made a video based on the game House Party, and that was the first sponsored video I ever did was House Party. And then it turned into a stream that made 100,000 views, which if there's anything that's super hard to do as a smaller streamer like myself, smaller creator, I would say I would classify myself as a smaller creator, smaller streamer. It would be that making a stream go 100,000 views is so difficult. Making a short go 100,000 views might be a bit easier. Making a video hit 100,000 views is definitely more manageable. But having a stream hit 100,000 views is something that is very hard to do, and something that I couldn't actually replicate in 2025 this year alone. Even with Water Park Simulator being a massive boom and a massive big hit to the channel, the Water Park Simulator first 5 hours only came up to 56,000 views. So whenever you see a live stream hit 100,000 views, in my case, for the size of my channel, something happened, and that was an incredible, just insane. I don't even know how to explain it. But even for Water Park Simulator, the day one, first 5 hours, 56,000 views. So if you honestly look at it, and I don't even think there is a single, I don't think there's a single short from 2024 in my top content, which, I mean, then you could argue these two shorts that made about 120,000 views into the 6 million kind of inflated my numbers. If anything, it just inflated the numbers. So by chart and by analytics and by stats, I was producing better content, at least more watched content, back in 2024 than I actually did in 2025, which is pretty interesting. And I think you might ask, well, why was the content doing better then than it was now? And I have a theory in my head, for sure. And I'll kind of talk about that too a bit, but let me also catch up with chat as well. Make sure I'm not missing any freaking questions here. I found the Kanz fam in 2025 best stream fam. Oh, I appreciate that, Mellow Minds. You were my #1 on YouTube recaps. Well, Lisa, that's an honor. Most of the games I'm into, you play, I always watch the full streams after the fact. Yeah, Water Park for the win too. Hey, Night Owl, how's it going? What happened to Snoo Snoo and Art Vandalay? Snoo Snoo's queen, she recently, like in the last month or two, she stepped down as a moderator and has focused more on her personal life, because she actually has met someone, and she's been doing a lot of gaming with that someone. Art Vandalay, I see Art Vandalay still. He shows up in some of my video series as well. He still is around. I think he was just commenting a lot on my News Tower series recently. Yeah, so them two are still around. Hey Shin Katie, how's it going? So yeah, I would say probably I produced better content back in 2024, and at least if you want to say by like videos and stuff like that, why, some people might ask. And it really, I think, just comes down to the playing field, the level of playing field. In 2025 as a whole compared to 2024, there is a lot of more different creators out there. Especially now in 2025, there's a lot more other creators to watch, and that's just the reality of it, right? There's other creators, and there's more options for people to choose, and there's more YouTubers to consume when it comes to a specific genre, like kind of like the simulator genre in whole. And I have played the simulator genre for quite some time, and in 2024, 2023, 2024, 2022-ish era, simulators were kind of just coming out. We were trying to figure out what simulators were. 2024, with the release of Supermarket Simulator, TCG Card Shop Simulator last year, it was a big boom in the genre, and I do also believe that it kind of spawned a lot of new different creators and different channels and things like that. And then in 2025, it just kind of like capitalized, and there was more creators coming into the genre as well. I think just flat out, there's just more, more eyes in different places, and it's a good thing. And that's one thing about, YouTube streaming and all that, is definitely, it comes down to, it's like the word of competition, but you are trying to retain, and you're trying to keep people's attentions with your content, because only, somebody only has so many hours of the day to watch YouTube, and they have to pick and choose who they're going to watch, right? So I think it does come down to that. I think there's just more competition in 2025, and there will be even more competition in 2026 when it comes to our genre of the simulator world, which is also why it'd be nice to like branch out, do other types of games, have a little bit more variety and things like that, so you're not kind of like suffocating and all. But I think it's just simple. Like there's just more creators out there now. There's also more refined, I don't know, there's more refined games. I don't know, man. As far as simulators and things like that, there's still a lot of jank going on in the simulator world for sure. And just kind of look at like from 2024, we had Chef Life come out, we had Age of Mythology Retold come out, we had I think Luma Island came out, we had Supermarket Simulator come out, we had TCG Card Shop Simulator come out, we had a lot of different games that come out. Fast Food Simulator came out. A lot of things that people kind of like really were drawn to. Movie Cinema Simulator that came out. Sunnyside came out. There was a lot, yeah. Contractville came out. Taking a look at the kind of this year, Water Park Simulator came out, which was a pretty big deal. We got our little Easter egg, a cool little Easter egg in Water Park Simulator, which was really nice of Kalis and the dev team to do all that, which was very, very fun. And also, Matt and Do Gaming, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate that. That was very kind of you. Big ups to you, Matt and Do Gaming. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This year, we had the Water Park Simulator game. We had the Streamer Life Simulator 2, Prison Escape Simulator. We're just kind of going based off of like some of like big hitters this year, which this is crazy. Chef Life is in the top 10 in back-to-back years. And crazy. That's why this house party was one of my first sponsored videos, but it was released back in 2022, not 2024. It just so happened to circulate in 2024 for some reason. And that's how it is for most games. At least most games that have done well, like Chef Life in the past. 2 Point Museum came out this year. Tales of the Shire came out this year. Schedule 1 came out this year. Tavern Keeper came out this year. What else? Car Dealer Simulator, I believe, came out this year. Deliver at All Costs came out this year. Bus Flipper Simulator. The Sims 2 Legacy. I know a lot of people really enjoyed that. Hotel Architect. Parcel Simulator. Really enjoyed Parcel Simulator. So, like, those were a few games that came out this year that did pretty well. Is all that. It's pretty good. Will I play Winter Car? I don't think I'll play Winter Car. I don't think I have the competence to play Winter Car. I don't know really much of anything on on cars and things like that. I think it might be frustrating more than anything. Hope you didn't miss much. No, you didn't miss much at all. Will I be playing more Rescue HQ? No, not necessarily. Good morning and Happy New Year to you, Lightspeed. That's true. With that's also another thing is like multi-platform streaming has gone pretty big in 2025 as well. Have you perfected lights from Rusty yet? Lights! Maybe. Have I played Ambulance Life? I have. Yeah, I haven't played my summer car either. Yeah. So that was just views as a whole. Honestly, I think they're a bit inflated this year than they were last year. I think last year, I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to say because the views are also counting from videos that were posted like in 2023, 2024, or 2022. As a channel and as a whole, it's about same level, which is great. I guess I'm on track at least for what, where I'm at. As far as how do we break this down to, let's do subscribers. We'll do subscribe. Well, actually, we'll do watch time hours. Watch time hours will be better. We'll do watch time hours. So this year, people watched the channel for 3.1 million hours. As compared to last year, people watched the channel for 3.5 million hours. So if you do both and compare both, people have watched the channel less this year than they did last year. Again, many different factors and things that could be in motion. Of course, I always say that, well, I don't always say this all the time, but I do say that I might be relevant to you now, but a year from now, I might not be relevant to you at all, kind of thing. And that's just the you know, that's just the reality of it. You look at some of the biggest streamers in the world who have millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of followers, but maybe have like 10,000, 40,000, 30,000 viewers. You know, you're never going to have 10% of your followers watch you at a given time, right? You know, people's lives get busy. Things happen in people's lives. They have different interests. People grow, people change. And that's just what it is. You know, generations always go, but then new generations always come in, right? So there's all these different factors to why things change, right? Many different factors, whether it's people in real life, in their situation, whether they've changed, just a different taste, you know, different taste in content, different taste in creators, or simply, you know, they just, you know, don't have the time anymore. Maybe they, you know, have a little bit of a busier life than they did, right? There's many different factors, of course. But at least for our jobs in YouTube and streaming, it's our jobs to try to hit these numbers and try to have a consistent hit of these numbers every year, year in and year out, which is pretty difficult to do. Yeah. Rage quitting and winter survival. Happy New Year to you and Danielle. I'm curious why you never played Better Mart, or have plans to play it in the future? How you doing, Dirtbikes? The only reason why I never really played Better Mart was only because like I just kind of was burnt out from like supermarket-esque games. And if I'm burnt out from doing like supermarket-esque type of games, it's just, you know, I think I don't want to like force myself to do something and then it might look bad on, you know, on stream and things like that. But I also have to put in, you know, these numbers are something, right? But I also have to put into perspective that this is just YouTube. This doesn't actually count Twitch analytics yet. Twitch analytics, things are different, right? If I put the Twitch analytics and the YouTube analytics together, technically both platforms, 2025 is a much more better year than 2024, which is 2025. Our growth on Twitch and having dual streaming and dual platforms and things like that have changed just viewership completely. So, yeah. Has it helped doing dual streaming all the time instead of having one day dedicated to just Twitch? Yes, it does. It does help doing dual stream all the time. And the reason why early in 2025, I wanted to do a dedicated Twitch Tuesday, and that was mainly so that I could push to go to partner on Twitch. Uploading the VOD videos after doing Twitch Tuesday wasn't really the best, and that itself was kind of hurting the channel. So like, yeah, that was one thing that was hurting the channel, was uploading those VODs all the time.
For you being you.
Hey,
here's to a happy 2026 slightly smiling face.
Hey, Chunk, thank you for the 25 tip. I appreciate that. That was very kind of you. Appreciate that. Thank you very much for the kind wishes, and Happy New Year's to you. Indeed. I appreciate that. But yeah, viewers might have switched to watching on Twitch instead, because in 2024 here, I think I was on and off on dual streaming. I think I might have done some dual streaming most of the time, but there was times I don't think I did do just dual streaming. Now in 2025, I switched that up. And I made sure that anytime I went live, I was also live on Twitch too. So, one of those things. Hey, Scott Plus Gaming, how's it going? Happy New Year's to you. Happy New Year's. You were my top creator this year. I need something playing in the background while I sleep. You were one of my favorite. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, B. Jordan. Thank you. Thank you. You agree there? You watch a gamer who has close to 6 million subs on YouTube and struggles to get 8 to 10,000 K views. I know it can be tough. Well, I mean, even that, like, even if you have 6 million subs, 10,000 viewers, that's quite a bit. That's still like a lot in the grand scheme of things. You know, I don't even know. Let me see here. Like, who's one of the most popular streamers in the world right now? Let me see. He might be live too. Queso, right? What the hell? Okay, Queso. Oh, that's his VOD channel. Not Queso 24/7. But if you look at Queso, for instance, we'll just use Queso as an example because he's like the top streamer in the world. He has 8 million followers, and he probably averages around like 40,000 viewers, which in percentage wise, I don't even know what that's at. So you're never gonna get 10% of your followers to actually watch you unless you're like this massive person, which I don't think I've seen. I don't think I've seen somebody. I mean, you take 10% of someone who has, you know, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's breaking numbers, like, right? That's breaking internet records. So you just won't see that. But 10,000 viewers for even somebody who has 6 million viewers, that's not bad. That's not bad. Definitely not bad, especially if they're a variety streamer and they stream like all these different variety of things too. Yeah. You should have made it 26 for 2026. Oh man. Burnt peanut definitely has gone viral in the past 2 months. Oh yeah, I'll kind of talk about this a little bit. I mentioned it on Twitch. I forgot to mention it on YouTube. So the one thing that I've done in 2025 is we've done a little bit of a collection of YouTubers and things like that, where we have a nice little Discord server where us creators can talk amongst each other and kind of like talk about YouTube, talk about strategies, talk about things and how to operate this thing we called YouTube. And there's a few creators in our genre, there's creators in different genres, and we kind of just talk and bounce ideas off of each other and try to figure out, try to keep each other alerts on spam and thing like that. Hey, there's something fishy going on. Watch out for this person or this. They're trying to scam or spam, whatever it might be. You know, keep your eye on this. We have a system in play, and Austin's part of that, and Rusty Champagne's part of that, and things like that. And we try to keep each other in tabs. Now, when it comes to collaborations and things like that, the only worry I have is not on Rusty Champagne or Austin or anything like that. It is completely on me, just because of my content and what I do and what I say and how I act and the things like that. I know how they run their channels, and I know how they produce their content, and I don't want to ever like ruin it for them, because I know they both are like really family friendly, and my mouth and the way I act is not very much so family friendly. So I just don't want to ruin their content for their audiences. So I'm not sure, about the whole collab thing is all. Yeah, that's the only thing, that's a bit iffy, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin it for their viewers and things like that. The one thing about also a difference from 2024 and 2025, especially when it comes to views, this is watch time hours, but one thing that is super massive in 2025 compared to 2024 is engagement. Now in 2026, some of us YouTube partners and things like that, if you're YouTube partner, you're probably in the loop of things. I have my own dedicated YouTube partner where I go to and kind of, I have a direct contact. I can talk to him about things. I can request things if things get dicey or if things are not correct on the YouTube side. I have a direct link, a lifeline to YouTube. That being said, 2026 is going to be on YouTube is going to be taking a very massive churn into TV viewers, and they're going to be focusing a lot on TV and the TV side of things, because over 2025 they've learned that most of the people that watch YouTube are watching on TV actually. And so there's going to be a massive shift and a massive change on the YouTube TV app here in the next year. So get ready for that. Which is kind of like how they're telling us right now. They are telling us that we need to start making content that is appropriate and good for TV viewers. And some of the things like that is, making videos streaming at 2K, 4K, making long videos, long form content. So if you've seen some other massive YouTubers that have started to make very long videos or start to do streams and they start producing longer stuff, they are wanting us to go that direction because it will go with their upcoming updates to the YouTube platform here in 2026. So yeah, there's that going on. Yeah. Watch out for that. It's going to change. The UI is also going to change. YouTube is going to look a lot like a Netflix is how it's going to look. So watch out for those changes coming in the next year. Yeah. Yeah. Girl said YouTube doesn't penalize him if he swears live on like a video. No, I mean, well, they don't penalize you really at all anymore. They used to, but they changed their policy not too long ago. And YouTube alone has gone through 3 or 4 different policy changes this year alone. So they have definitely pulled back the strains when it comes to cursing and all that. Especially even like you can curse in like the first 4 seconds of a video if you want to now. But yeah, that's one of those things. They've definitely pulled back the strains a bit. Long form is wanted by YouTube now. Yep. They looked at and that's how it is. And I can probably actually pull it up here. Is like most of the people that watch me and watch the channel on TVs now, which then goes into my next segue, which is something that you've seen a lot probably in 2025. It's engagement. So when people watch streams and videos on TV, we get less engagement. So that means less likes on videos, less comments on videos, because if there's anything to the YouTube algorithm that the YouTube algorithm likes the most, it's engagement. And so if people are liking the videos, if people are disliking the videos, if people are commenting on the videos, YouTube likes that and they'll push your content out even more. A new thing called hype is something that they have also been adding, and you can hype up videos and things like that, which do help out creators and things like that. So the massive change that you might have seen in 2025 is engagement. How would one create massive engagement? Well, you piss off a lot of people. If you create rage content and the fact that people are so gunning and they're just like, you know what? I am going to comment on this. They're going to comment on it. If you make people upset, you make people mad, you make people rage, they're going to comment. They're going to comment. They're going to comment. They're going to give you your, and that's the perfect way of engagement hunting. Now, if you're making good content, you're making relaxing content, you're making content that people like, and they already know that they like it, and there's no really that much reason to engage, right? You're like, I already know what I'm like, and I'm enjoying. I don't need a comment. This is great, you know. So there's one of those things. If you probably have seen a lot of rage bait in 2025, it's because it's kind of the only way to actually get a massive amount of engagement on certain videos and things like that. So that was that was that was one of those things. I'm sure some of you have definitely maybe have seen or watched things where it's like, damn it, I'm so mad I gotta comment on something. That's kind of like you know, that kind of thing. Exactly, and that's what it is. You watch on your YouTube, but it's such a pain. It is. I watch YouTube on my TV. It's a pain to even engage. It's a pain to hit the like button. It's a pain to comment. Right? I totally feel you. Totally feel you. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Kind of like product reviews. They tend to be skewed. People tend to give reviews if they like it, only if they are disappointed. Yep. And that's probably why you like see maybe a lot of like rage and a lot of drama stuff happening, because it gets the views in and the, paycheck comes out. And one of those things, right? So that was watch time hours. If we take a look at subscribers compared to 2024 and 2025, a lot less people are hitting the subscribe button this year than they did last year. So in subscriber growth, we actually grew less this year in 2025. And again, I think it comes down to a couple things. There's a market capacity of how many people are actually interested in our genre. And I say our genre because I mostly stay in the, simulator, maybe sometimes farming genre. And there's only X amount of people that are so much interested in the genre itself. On top of that, there is a lot of, there's just more creators. There's more channels that are blossoming, and there's more creators that are doing YouTube, and there's just more options for the viewers to go elsewhere and click on subscribe elsewhere, right? But a lot of this time is like I get a lot of analytics where it's like about like 70% of the people that watch the channel are not subscribed. 30% of the people that watch the channel are subscribed. So having somebody hit the subscribe button is a lot harder than you think. And the best way that we can do it is just basically a CTA, a call to action. Just, hey, hit the subscribe button. That would be really cool. Some people forget. Some people don't. Some people, I've heard many stories. People are like, YouTube keeps unsubscribing me from you. I don't know. I don't know. There's so many different things, So yeah, as far as this, there could be a couple different things going on. And also performance wise, it could be just me not performing as best as I did in 2024. Maybe that's what it is too. I talked about, I think I talked about it a couple days ago. Room for improvement. There's definitely room for improvement for me on all cylinders, on every aspect of what I do. There's room for improvement for me in 2026 that I need to do and all that. And I think the analytics just completely tell you that, right? So, I mean, that's how it is. That's just how it is. Yeah, YouTube will need to come up with more clever ways to get engagement while simultaneously getting TV formatted content pushed out. So the CEO this year came out and said they want to try to make YouTube a career and make YouTube a valid career in the industry, in the entertainment industry. And so something that has been floating around has been the idea of giving a beta program of content creators a flat rate of $3,000 a month, just as a flat rate salary, so that creators can focus on building more videos and more content for the platform itself. Will that happen? I don't know. I don't know if that will happen, but there has been this idea floating around that $3,000 a month, just as a flat rate guaranteed payout, would be something that could make and help creators focus more on content so that they can produce more stuff so that people will stay on the platform more, right? Yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing. There's a couple of times where YouTube will actually purge. If you have inactive accounts, they'll just remove the subs completely. Inactive accounts will either get deleted or they will be purged, and you will lose subs that way too. Sometimes it happens throughout the year, and all that. Yeah. You very rarely get a notification when you're live, even though I have them turned on. This has been an ongoing issue for years, from you at least. He told another streamer called Charlie Dubs that he looked like Kanz's older brother with a beanie. That's funny. I don't think I've heard of that person before. One thing that kind of irked me is when you joke about your forehead. I feel your forehead is totally normal. No, it is. It's normal. The expression of forehead is more or less like, it's not literally the forehead most of the time. It's like, stop being a forehead. Like, you dummy, wake up kind of thing. Yeah. That's where it all comes. That's where it all stems from over the past, like, few years. Yeah, you know, and even with the subscriber count here on being lower in 2025 than 2024, it doesn't account of the massive growth that we've seen on Twitch, right? And this year's Twitch way better than last year's Twitch. So it kind of, in a way, balances each other out in some form or some fashion, right? It does. Also, probably the fact that if I were to guess, I produced less videos this year than I did in 2024, and I produced more live streams this year than in 2024. I think I produced less videos and more live streams.
When will you shave? Kanz getting hairy.
What do you mean when I shave? Do you have a date on that? I don't know. I'll shave when I want to. When are you gonna shave? Yeah. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Also, another thing that comes from these subscribers and this growth is just games that are people that are interested in. Games that come out and like, oh yeah, this will do well, right? You know, in the simulator world, it's hard because you either have bangers or you don't have bangers that come out. And most of the time, it's not bangers. Most of the time, it's a lot of copy paste, right? Yeah. Hands, I'm thinking about start streaming and making videos in the next month or two. Well, that's a good thing. Definitely, absolutely, definitely give it a shot and have fun with it. Just have fun with it. If you're having fun with it, people love when people have fun with stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah. Don't make more from live streams or videos. So wait, so don't make more from live streams or videos. The one thing about doing this is like, if you growing channels, it's super good to make videos. Videos will grow channels. The best thing to think is videos will grow channels, live streams will grow communities. That's just basically where it's at. If you want your video to grow, if you want your channel to grow faster, that's where the videos are. If you want to grow a strong and loyal community, that's where the live streams are. Yeah. Thank you, Stacy, for the 1,000 bits. Well, I appreciate that. Say happy New Year's, forehead. Well, thank you. Happy New Year's to you. Yeah. Yeah, long form is definitely. You might see people post videos where like, hey, fall asleep to me playing X game, right? This game. Yeah. What game are you most excited for in 2026? I don't really know. I don't really have a a slight idea at all. I really don't. I don't really know off the top of my head. I have an off-topic question about your setup. But I can wait for the question answered. No, this is fine. Anytime's fine. Anytime's fine. If you have a question. Do you make more from live streams or videos? Live streams. Live streams. Yeah, live streams. Which is also, you know, another thing. You do more live streams. You make it a little bit more consistent, especially with the, I guess, the viewers that and subscribers and community that I have formed. People just naturally like long form videos and streams. I try to make videos that are like 45 minutes long, and people are like, this is not enough. I need you to make a longer video. And so it's like, okay, well then I might as well just stream it, right? I loved your schoolboy runaway. Yeah, that was pretty fun, wasn't it? You always fall asleep to long form content. Yep. A lift is coming in 2026. I know, dude. That's what I say. I yell quite a bit. Oh yeah, Retro Rewind is coming out. Retro Rewind is coming out. I actually have the game quarantine check. Is that what it is? Quarantine check. They gave me the key last week. That comes out in the like first week of January, so I'm looking forward to that one too. Did you light the I haven't light the candle yet. No, not yet. No, I haven't. I don't mean this in a bad way, but your sound seems quieter this year. Yet I hear you say the sound hurts your ears. The narrative game seems so quiet. Well, I think that just depends, because my end, there's a mixer that's involved. So on my end, I hear things a lot louder than what you hear, like through the output. And also when it comes to volume and like this thing sounds like, if something sounds so loud, it's because it's louder through my mixer, not louder through my OBS. And then if like streams and videos and things like that, there's a decibel that I try to stay at, because everybody has different setups where everybody has different TV speakers, sound bars, headphones. And I try to play the happy medium on trying to please all of these different speaker types with a certain decibel. But if I say something is loud on my end, it's because it's the mixer on my end. Yeah. You can finish News Tower on stream. I wondered if you hear your own stream louder than we do. I do. I hear my own stream louder than I do, and I hear my own voice in my ear, which throws me off a bit sometimes. I've just gotten used to it over the years though. Look forward to Kanz playing Shark Dentist when it comes out. They did email me. They do have me in question for that. Maybe an impossible question, but what games are you planning on playing in 2026 on the channel? Whatever comes out and that looks pleasing and looks fun, and that I can absolutely try to do my best to make it fun. At least that's what I just kind of an impossible question. Thank you, Tsunami, for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. A little bit of an impossible question there. A little bit. I know, a mixer, right? I know, crazy, right? Crazy. So yeah, that was the breakdown of, I know, it was like a whole thing. Breakdown of subscribers. It's less this year than it was last year. I think there's many different factors. I think one is less videos from my end and more streams from my end. If I want to have more traffic and more traction, I need to make more videos. Which videos, though, you might ask? Not very much Let's Play series videos, because a Let's Play series format kind of is dying generation year after year. It was a really big thing back in like early 2010s. It's not so much a big thing anymore because now we have so many different things going on in the world. Shorts, TikToks, different types of dopamine content that's put out there. Episode 27 of a Let's Play series is not very much a, how do you say it, pleasing thing to see for viewers when you post a video like that. But with that being said, episode 1 of a Let's Play series still does very well in a series. It's just everything after episode 1 does pretty bad. First look videos are videos that do really well, at least in our case, in our genre and where we stand. Those videos do well. We don't really do videos where we play, or we do like massive videos where we make heavily edited videos where I spent day 1 and day 100 kind of videos. I don't do any of those videos, only because like I don't really play a lot of games that actually offer that kind of thing. I mean, simulators for the most part, I mean, day 1 and day 100, you know, to me, it just, I don't know. To me, I don't know. But it's always the first look videos, games that are like your first demos. Those will always do well. You might see with a lot of us creators, we make episode 1, episode 2, or like a first look, and then we don't play the game again. And that's because that's just how it is sometimes. You make one episode, you make episode 1 or episode 2, or you make a first look video, and that's when those videos would do well. Then it's time to go to the next game so that you can keep, it just depends on who you're watching and what channel you're watching. They will do that and they will build their channel up faster that way. But at least from my perspective, doing Let's Plays, I try to keep the Let's Play spirit alive in like playing games, continuing in playing games as far as I can go, at least with retention and people's interest and things like that. I try my best to kind of balance both worlds. Because if you look at playlists and you're like, oh, let's watch this game, and there's like one episode in it and it's like 45 minutes long because it was a video, and then there's no more, right? It can be kind of frustrating for people that seek that Let's Play series. But the majority of people are not really seeking Let's Plays anymore. They're kind of just clicking on something that they see that's interesting, and they're like, yeah. Which is something that you might see nowadays, where if people are live streaming, they're not really putting, hey, the thumbnail is not live stream episode 12. It's just a thumbnail, and it's just a picture of the game, and there's a title, and people will click on it and just start watching from then and there, right? So the Let's Play series style is, I believe, is slowly falling out, and I think that's where people are pivoting to like more of just live stream. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. Yeah. Happy New Year, Lucity. Silent Lucity. Happy New Year to you. How are you? Good to see you. Happy New Year, Lynn. How you doing? Happy New Year. How did Ultimate Theater do? It did pretty well. Yeah. It did pretty well. Yeah, too much time, too few games. And that's also another thing, is that especially in the simulators, feels like there's like 7, 9, 10 games coming out every single week, right? And so to be on top of that as a creator, like as all of us different creators, we need to be on top of it day 1. We need to post videos on it day 1, because if we're not posting videos on it day 1, once day 5 comes around, somebody's already done it, somebody's already played it, somebody's already streamed it, somebody's already made a video on it. It's already old news, you know what I mean? So you can see a lot of maybe creators hop around quite a bit, and it's, we're trying to build attraction. We're trying to build the views up so that people will convert and we can hit the subscriber, and we have subscriber goals. And every single day, if you're not in this to grow every single day, then, you know, at least if you're like taking it serious and not doing it as a hobby, like we are every single day trying to grow our channels, and that is the goal. Every day, grow our channels, grow our communities, and that's that, right? We're not satisfied until we are, you know, we are hitting, you know, our ultimate goals, whatever our ultimate goals are. That's just the name of the game, right? Hey, Thomas, I help with your anxiety. Oh man, how you doing, Thomas? How did your spooky October month go number wise? It's always bad. It's always bad. It's always bad, and it's never good because it's one of those things that alienates the, I guess that's the proper word, right? Alienates the core audience, and it's really dedicated to a very specific niche audience within the channel and all that. So they don't typically do well. And I usually only do that just for those hardcore, you know, fans, viewers, special time of the year kind of thing, because it hurts more than helps, right? So that is just definitely for like, I try to do a favor, at least for some viewers that are really into it. Hey, Mon, what's going on, Mon? How are you doing? You thought Spooky Month would do so good that you would do it more? Well, it's mostly because of the whole thing YouTube has done too. The whole restricted thing that they did this year. And a lot of those videos and streams, especially those horror games, they all get restricted from a lot of different viewers, and a lot of people won't even know that they exist because they do get restricted, and then it comes off of their feed, so they won't even know that I actually did the videos or stream just because of the nature of the games themselves. Happy New Year, hands on. How's it going? So, from subscribers, we can jump to our average view duration. Now, this number definitely probably will be, well, I'm very surprised that it's somewhat consistent. Huh. I was actually going to think it was a lot lower than this because of our shorts production that we did, because we did look at all these 10-second shorts, right? I thought that would definitely done a number on it. I guess I did some shorts last year too. But on average view, the average person watches about 33 minutes of a video and or stream. And last year they watched about 34 minutes of a video or stream. Now, I definitely produced way more shorts this year than I did last year, so that could probably like mess with that number too. But I mean, it's pretty solid. But you think about it, if I post a video or I post a stream, and most of the time I do streams, the average person is about consuming 33 minutes of it, which is very interesting. It's about on track. It's about on pace as compared to last year. Nothing too major, nothing too majorly different, nothing too drastic in change there. So, you know, there's that. There's that. That's the average view duration. If we look at average view, what is this? Average view percentage. I guess this means average percentage of a video your audience watches per view. 20% of people that average percentage of a video your audience watches. So I guess that means the average subscriber is only watching about a fifth of what I put out, I guess, right? On average, right? it kind of goes back to the whole, like, you're never going to find live streamers that have 10% of their audience watching live, right? They're not going to be watching live. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. That perfect example. 20% compared to 20.7%. It's about the same as last year. So that's pretty cool. Nothing really changed there. So videos added is a little bit different than videos published. So if I go to publish, I published 737 videos this year compared to last year where I only published 657. Wow. That is definitely not what I was expecting. So in a sense, I did less work by almost 100 videos last year, and I grew the channel more. I did far more work as far as publishing videos this year, and I actually grew less. Just put that in perspective, right? And I truly believe it has to do with videos. I think it's because I put more videos out last year and I put less videos out this year, kind of thing. Also, I think that inflates this number a bit is the better first half of the year from like January to May, where I was posting my Twitch Tuesday VODs on the channel every morning. So that probably inflates the numbers a bit too. Yeah. Kind of like that. Yeah. So I did more streams and did more videos in 2025. Numbers did less, right? Did less. So that's pretty interesting. Let's break it down. So that was most of the content. That was views. That was watch time of 3 million hours. Sorry, let's go back to the views. Views 6,025,025 compared to 6,089,000 last year. Engaged viewers. I don't really know what engaged viewers is. How many times viewers stay to watch past the initial seconds? Okay, I see. So I had less engaged viewers this year than I did last year too. So more people were engaged with the content last year than they were this year. And that just means, hey, they didn't click into a video and click out of a video so fast. And in case people were wondering if they watch their favorite creators or channels or things like that, and you click on a stream, click on a video real quick, and then back out real quick, that actually is counted for. Yeah, that actually is accounted for. So there's something like that. Yeah. That's engaged viewers. Watch time hours, 3.1 million, 3.5 million. And then again, subscribers 13,000 compared to 17,000. Average view 33 minutes to 34 minutes. Not bad. They're same across the board. Average percentage, about a fifth of the people are watching what I put out that are regular viewers. And then way more videos and streams this year than last year. So that's pretty much content breakdown. Yeah. Traffic source. Let's look at that. Yeah. Back in the day, there used to be something called a sub box, a subscription box. People would always go to their sub box and they would find the people that they subscribe to and they would watch their content. That's not how YouTube is nowadays. The way you get discovered is recommendation, browse feature, the homepage of YouTube. That is how you get discovered on YouTube. That's how it is. That's just how it is. Suggested videos, browse features, homepage, YouTube search doesn't even outbeat any of that. Let me see. Notifications is 1%. How do people actually watch your content? 1% actually get get notifications somehow, some way. People are more external than they are notifications, at least by this graph. Maybe because the notifications is broken. Suggested videos is pretty high up there. Playlist is a pretty big deal. But it's mostly the browse feature. If you're on the homepage, you're just going to click on something random. You know, you're going to choose something random, and that's going to be that, right? And then you're going to be like, and I think the browse feature kind of goes back to the whole, like, if you are browsing on the homepage of YouTube, you're not going to just click on episode 27 of some random something. You're actually going to click on something that has a catchy title and a catchy thumbnail, and you're going to be like, I'm going to join right on in. And that's how the browse feature works nowadays, right? That's just how it is. If you put episode 27, people are going to be like, I don't care about that. I'm missing everything. If you tell somebody they're missing something, they're not going to like it, right? But if you entice somebody and you don't tell them they're missing something, they are definitely more open to receiving that and consuming that instead of you telling them that they're missing something. So I could be on episode 47 and not say it in the title and not say it in the thumbnail and just make a pretty thumbnail and a pretty title. And people would be like, oh yeah, I'm going to go in and see that. But if I tell you that I'm doing episode 47, you're going to be like, well, you're telling me I'm missing out on stuff. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Oh, I don't want to click on that. I don't want to click on that. Does it count when people load a video, get 50-second advertisement, leave and rejoin, hoping to get a 6-second skippable advertisement? It might. It might. Maybe. Good question. Kanz, you beautiful, funny, amazing human. I watched you now for many years, and I want to thank you for being my silent mentor. My humor on darkest days. You have helped me grow the strength and courage to stream. Holy crap. I take your advice. You give to heart this community. You have been a light in my darkest times. Happy New Year's, Kanz, and may 2026 bring you the best in life. Holy crap. That was incredibly nice of you, Nico. Thank you for that. I appreciate that very much. My God. That was incredible. Thank you, Nico. And happy New Year to you, my friend. Happy Nico. Happy New Year to you, my friend. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, Chad, what's going on, Chad? How are you? Good to see you. And this whole browse feature, it's like, you know, you do the first look videos. That's going to be going into the browse. People are going to be curious. They're going to click on it. A lot of things, especially that catches people eye now, are AI kind of generated thumbnails. AI generated thumbnails are king to click CTR, click-through rate. If you have an AI generated thumbnail, people are going to click on it because they're going to be like, that is awesome. I'm going to click on that. And those videos do so well. Those videos do so well. They do. They do. They just do. They do. There's no denying it. They just do. That's just the secret sauce right now. Secret sauce, indeed. You never look in your sub box anymore, only your homepage? Yeah. Yeah. My year in review said I watched 576 of your videos this year. Oh, I appreciate that. Hey, Darren, have a good 2026, my friend. Happy New Year's to you. Almost an inverse manifestation of FOMO. Yeah. Yep. Can't stand the AI thumbnails because you don't know what the game actually looks like. Well, that's the thing. That's the genius part about it, is that the AI thumbnails, you don't know what the game looks like, and that's why people are clicking on the game, because the thumbnail looks so good. They're like, I have to click on this video because I have to see if that's what the game actually looks like, right? That's the genius part of it in the YouTube side of things. That CTR, that high click-through rate. If you can get a high CTR, a high click-through rate, you can absolutely make a video go boom on the algorithm. You know what I mean? Those things. They make them look good. Yeah. I found you when you were playing a game, and I wanted to see how you played it compared to what I had done. This is the case for most of the videos you watch. Partying with the fam. Well, that sounds wonderful. That sounds awesome. You can say happy Nico Cans, but in all seriousness, I remember them OG days of big ambitions, dinkum, and some wild conversations. That's right. That's right. I love it. This year, well, YouTube alone, they're pushing us to use a lot of AI, and probably most of us have a lot of AI tools at our disposal. All of us creators in the background. They really have a lot of third-party AI tools that we use and we can use and that we all use some way in some fashion in the background. You never made thumbnails? You found it a waste of time and energy as people tend to skip the thumbnail just to see the game? I would have to just disagree with that. Thumbnails are super important. Super important. AI helps the CTR, but probably doesn't do anything for retention/view length, I would think. Maybe. It depends. It really depends, because once you click on the video, it all depends about that retention and how that video is started and how people are drawn into it. Does the video start with a question? Does the video start with a problem? Like they show a problem and then it gets solved later on in the video? It all depends on how the video is actually formatted. Yeah. Whether it has AI or not, it definitely could be successful, and it probably will be the future to come for thumbnails and things like that. They are pushing hard for us to use third-party AI tools. There's a lot of, and some of the AI tools are actually really good. Like I can go really into deep on you as a viewer. I can really go in deep into looking and seeing what you guys are interested in. I can see what you guys are clicking on. I can see everything that you guys are interested in. I can see all the other channels that you guys watch. That's all powered through AI that we can see. And we can see all those things. And that's how we also, it helps us try to please you as a viewer and try our best to put the best thing forward that you will consume. Yeah. Yeah. At this point, I'm so over the Gen AI thumbnails that I won't click on them, which means I've also stopped watching a few channels that didn't use it previously. Hey, you know, I've seen channels that that never used to use it. They use it now. And I don't think I honestly don't think they mean any harm. It's just kind of like the adaptation, you know, you always are adapting with YouTube and all this, and it's not like the most stable thing in the world. And so like an incredible way of adapting is that AI thing, and there's nothing that lies against statistics, and you can't argue against statistics and analytics, but they do absolutely resonate with the majority, and people will freaking, hell yeah, brother, look at that thing. That thing is like, it'd be something impossible that AI made, and they're like, that is badass. I'm clicking on that. You know what I mean? Can you see us individually or just as a group? It depends. We see you as a group mostly, but we can see individually who you're subscribed to, depending on, you know, your privacy settings. Hey, Jumbalo, what's going on, Jumbalo? Happy New Year, Dirt Bikes. Yeah, look forward to more amazing streams from you next week. I know, I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I get to wake up and stream, and I love doing it, and it's one of my favorite things to do in the whole entire world. Yeah, whole entire world. People don't need to know that I enjoy real crime or nightly news. To be honest, I watch your stream and lurk regardless of what you're playing. I'm here for your funny, kind, and loving community. And we actually kind of talked about that today. I mean, we did talk about exactly that, right? And it always comes back to that, you know. And that's one of the things, if you, especially like variety streamers, it's so hard. Variety streaming is the hardest thing to do. And if you want to do variety streaming, you have to convince people to watch you and not the game. You will be first, game will be second if you want to be a variety streamer. Flat out. That's just how it is. They want to watch you play a game. They don't want to watch the game be played by you. That's a very important thing. And you just made, Blaze, you made a perfect example of that. You know, like, hey, I watch you because of you in the community, and I love being around the other people in the chat, you know, and things like that. And that's something that you definitely want to build as a creator and streamer and things like that. Happy New Year, Nick. Don't worry, I watch all the true crime stuff too as well. You very let you watch all different kinds of genres. It depends. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I watch all different kinds of stuff. What's your favorite game you streamed in 2025? Had the most fun? Water Park Simulator. It's tough. Water Park Simulator or Schedule 1. I would say for that. So if we drop down traffic source and we go to content type. Let me look at content type. So 60% of my content this year was live stream. 76% of content last year was, wait, it's like 76% of, oh, well, that's kind of different because that doesn't mean I live streamed. It just means the content that was consumed. I was about to say, there's no way I streamed more in 2024, but because we saw earlier where we had live streams and videos from 2022, 2023, 2024. Well, 2022 and 2023 resurfaced last year, which made the views kind of go higher. Which is actually another thing, is like a stream that I did this year in 2025 could resurface in 2026 and do very well. So, you know, there's always that possibility. But as you can see, I'm definitely more live stream, and people watch live streams and the long content more than anything else. Far more than the videos, for sure. Far more than that. We can look at viewer age. Actually, let's look at new and returning viewers. So about almost 82% of the people that watch are returning viewers. That's pretty good. And about 18% are new viewers. That means people are coming back. Right? That's good. I like that. Yeah. That's good. I like seeing that. And that's about same how it was, I guess, last year. Almost 81% returning viewers, 19% new viewers. So the numbers are pretty consistent across the board there. People are still coming back and returning. So that's good in that regard. I like that. That makes me feel a bit better. I've never seen these stats. So these are my first time seeing these stats. Audience by watch behavior. What's that? 36, almost 37% are regular viewers. You have regular viewers, new viewers, and casual viewers. That's right. That's actually new to 2025. I remember that. That was something that they dropped this year. So a new statistic this year that they dropped, because I believe there was like I said, there's like 3 or 4 policy changes that happened on YouTube this year. One of the new analytics this year are regular viewers, new viewers, and casual viewers. What makes a casual viewer? What makes a new viewer? What makes a regular viewer? I have literally no idea. I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. Does it show how many people watch you with YouTube Premium? No, that's a whole nother different thing. You even wear my hoodie all the time? Oh my God, Blaze. I appreciate that. Do you have any other interests you've considered making a new channel covering? Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's other interests that I've had. They're just, they're, like everything else, they're expensive. I would love to like do another channel where it was like vlogging and traveling and vlogging, because I really love traveling. But if I did something like that, it would like peel me away from like live streaming and things like that. I mean, that would be like something I'd be really like, hell yeah, about. If I were to do something that was like in home, in office kind of thing, it probably would be around like I hate to say like you're not your gotcha, but it would be like a video based around like sports cards, and things like that. I really love sports cards, and that could branch out to like TCG cards too. That would be like something in-house for like hobby and different things I'd be interested in too. Subscription status. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. 50% of the people that watch the channel are not even subscribed. 50% of the people that watch the channel are subscribed. Yeah. You have YouTube Premium? Well, if you have YouTube Premium, you don't actually get to see ads or anything like that. You should buy an RV and get Starlink and travel and stream. That'd be pretty sweet. Would the travel channel be called Kanzalone? Actually, Danielle and I, kind of because it's like something that she's interested to, so it's like a husband and wife kind of dealio channel. We've already actually created a channel, and we created a channel name and all that, and we've already like brainstormed an idea, and we did that already this year. I just don't even have like, I haven't even like mentioned the name or anything like that, and we've created a channel. It's just putting it together is one, is the hard part. Yeah, these are YouTube stats. Yeah, so about, and this is actually typical. This is pretty average. Usually it's like 70-30. 70% that are not subscribed watch the channel, 30% are. So I would say this is actually kind of high in my regard. 50% of the people that watch are subscribed. 50% of the people that aren't subscribed, they watch too. I mean, look at that. That's almost split even, like 3 million views. 3 million views, not subscribed. Like, just imagine if maybe 10% or 20% of them hit subscribe. Then your subscribe number would go way up, right? Right? Yeah. It'd be kind of insane. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to convince somebody to, and it comes down to a few things. One, it comes down to trust. Do I trust this creator enough to actually hit subscribe? Two, do I really want to, how do you say it? Do I really want to clog my subscription with this channel? Three, do I like this channel enough to subscribe? Four, I watch on TV and I don't even know how to subscribe on the TV. So there's like many different things going on there. Many different things going on there. If we take a look at subscription source, most of the people, I guess, subscribed to the channel this year did it through the YouTube watch page. That's how they subscribed, I guess, right? There was, oh, right here. Here's a perfect look here. There was 246 people that unsubscribed to the channel because of the subscription feed. And that could be many things. That could be I'm streaming too much. I posted too many videos. Maybe they're just not interested. But if they're looking at their subscription feed and they're unsubscribing, it's probably because they feel it's a bit spammy. Like I'm posting too many videos or I'm posting too many live streams, and they'll just unsubscribe. Over the years, trust me, I've had people tell me all different reasons why they unsubscribe or why they subscribe to the channel. And a common complaint is that I see people are like, you just post too much. I don't want to see all the other nonsense. Okay, fair enough. About 440 people unsubscribed because simply they're just accounts closed and they're gone. Yeah. And subscriptions channel list, they looked at their channels, right? They looked at all their subscriptions on their list and they said, I don't want to be subscribed anymore. So almost about 900 people were like, unsubscribe just through their channel list alone. And if you look at the comparison from last year, the numbers are relatively kind of the same. They're pretty consistent across the board there as far as feeds, closed accounts, and channel lists and things like that. Yeah. What else is there? YouTube products. That's one thing that they want us to push so hard is our freaking shops. Let me look at geography. I wonder who was going to be in the top 5 geography. What countries watch the most? Now, I don't know if I don't count the US. I mean, come on. We already know US is going to be at the top, but I would assume it's the UK, followed up by I don't know. It's tough. It's between Australia or Canada. I don't know. Maybe Canada? United States, yes. It is definitely the UK, Canada, and then Australia. Did that change last year? UK, Canada, Australia seems the same. Top 5 though, Netherlands and Germany swap spots. So more people from Germany watched more than people from the Netherlands, but the Netherlands were in my top 5 last year. And then it comes to Indonesia and India. I believe Indonesia and Indonesia especially, those views come from games when we play Andy's games. So games like Laundry Store Simulator, Comic Book Store Simulator. He has a massive following because he's Indonesian, and every time he puts out a game, he has such a loyal following. They all search and find his games anywhere across the platform. So that's where that comes from mostly. And it looks like the Philippines kind of dropped a bit. India's there. Sweden is in top 10. Didn't move at all. So Sweden's still in the top 10. South Africa went up higher and overjumped Malaysia. It looks like Malaysia went down. Brazil definitely went down. South Africa went up. Denmark went up. Norway went up. Belgium stuck where it was at in 16. Poland. Turkey went down. I could probably guess why. Because of maybe some of the videos that I made earlier in the year that were kind of like calling out some developers and things like that. They might like, I don't want to mess with this guy anymore. Romania definitely went down. France went down. Portugal definitely went down. Italy stayed the same. Saudi Arabia actually went up. Vietnam went down. Thailand went down. New Zealand stayed consistent. Spain skyrocketed up. That's pretty crazy. I don't think. Oh, wow. There's Japan right there. Yeah, not a lot of people from Japan. Croatia. Hong Kong. Argentina. Switzerland. Wow, they're not a lot of people from Switzerland. Dang. But there you go. Top 5. United States, UK, Canada, Australia, Germany. Right there. Those are your top 5. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Mm-hmm. To answer your question, Chad, yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no. There was pretty strong voices that came from that, and I did lose, but then I also gained, so it kind of was a wash. It was basically a wash. All it was. That's all it was. Yeah, it was a wash. There's like names that I used to see on a consistent level and consistent basis that I don't see anymore, but other than that, it was a wash. It was a wash. Now, cities, I don't know if this is going to do US cities or how this is going to break down. I think US cities, maybe. Oh, no. Oh, my God damn it, Susie. The cities all around the world. Somehow London is at the top. Well, I wonder why. It was in the top last year and it's at the top this year. And then followed up by New York, followed up by Sydney, then Melbourne, and then Chicago. Those are the top 5 cities that watch the channel. Last year, it was London, New York, Sydney, Melbourne, and Jakarta. That's actually interesting. Jakarta, wow. Freaking London. Susie is probably like 20,000 of those, huh? In the top 10, wow, there's a lot of Australian cities. Brisbane, Australia, Jakarta, Houston, Texas, Los Angeles, and Philadelphia. Those are the top 10. Then Las Vegas, Toronto, Singapore, Malaysia, Kuala, Phoenix, Arizona, Charlotte, Dallas, Atlanta, Detroit, Seattle, Indianapolis, Columbus, Dublin, Ireland. Wow. Cape Town, San Antonio, Jacksonville. I think that's like the only Florida. It's the only Florida. Jacksonville, Birmingham, Austin. A lot of Texas. Fort Worth, Austin. A lot of people from Texas, dude. But I guess London and New York. I didn't realize a lot of people from New York watch the channel. That's actually kind of insane. That's really insane. And especially Australia. Sydney, Australia, Melbourne, Australia, Chicago. I didn't even know people watch me from Chicago. That's the thing. I've never in my life, like never in a live stream, ever heard someone say, "Hey, thank you, Kanz. Shout out to you. I'm over here in Chicago." Nobody has ever said that to me. Ever. They never said that they were from Chicago. I've never seen anyone say that. No, Cali's. I always say that people from California don't watch me. It's just one of those things. Well, to be fair though, my time zone is not really my time zone when I do stream is not really friendly for California, I should say. So that's cities. We can go down to viewer age. If I were to guess, this is a more mature channel, You're probably going to see ages. You're definitely going to see ages. My age, 30, 35, 40. Minority age, you're probably going to see 17, younger. That's probably going to be the minority, I would have to guess. Viewer age. The vast majority of people that watch are between the ages of 25 and 34 years old. Yeah, that makes sense. The second majority would be ages between 35 to 44 years old. Then you have 45 to 54 years old is the third highest. And then the fourth highest would be 18 to 24 years old. Then it slides down to 55 to 66 years old. And 65 plus years old actually outweighs all the 13 and 17 years old. So the young kids are not, they don't find me funny. They don't find me entertaining. I don't give them that dopamine that they're searching for. Maybe I talk about things that they have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. So, I mean, there you go. There's the age demographic. So if you're between the ages of 25 and I would say 44, that's the vast majority of the community. 25 and 44, vast majority. I always love and I'm always impressed that the 65 and up outweighs the 13 to 17 year olds. I love it. I love it. I love it. And actually, look, it went up from last year too. The 35 to 44 year olds went up this year compared to last year. Either more mature people are finding the channel or everybody had a birthday that turned their account 35. I don't know. It's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I've started uploading some gaming videos about a month ago, just doing no commentary demos in other games. I hope it will grow a little. I thought about talking, but I don't know. You're scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. But I actually do find, or I have seen other channels in the simulator genre, if that's what games you're playing. I don't know if you are or not. But I have seen no commentary simulator channels spawn up. That's true. No child on YouTube is actually putting their age. That's true. And well, in the whole Australian thing, I don't think anybody under the age of 16 can even be on YouTube anymore, right? So it's like one of those, one of that. Love the 60 plus being more than the 17 under. I know, right? You had your birthday earlier this month and turned 45. So that puts you in the 45 demographic then, yeah? Maybe if that's how your account rolls. Simulators for sure. That's what you like. Yeah. Then I've seen some no commentary simulators actually come up and do pretty well. I've seen some no commentary simulator channels where they play the entire game, all done, and like it will be like a 20+ hour video, and like it's the entire game, no commentary, and I've seen the views actually do really well with those videos. Like I said, YouTube's gonna want longer form content come next year. Gender wise, I think it's pretty split even. It's very much the same as last year. We almost have a 50-50 demographic of female and male that watch the channel. Yeah, the males push out just a little bit more, but it's pretty 50-50 male and female. Pretty tight there. And that could be, I don't even know, dude. Like, that could be games that we play, personality, I don't know, husband and wife dealio, that kind of thing. So I mean, I like seeing that it's almost split even. 46% female, almost 54% male. Pretty split even there. I like it. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, we can also see like membership types, membership levels, cancellation reasons. If people cancel memberships and they write a reason, we see all of your responses and why you ended up canceling and stuff like that. There's what else is there? There's a lot of different things that we can see. Actually, hang on, let me see if I can show you real quick. I can show you the other things when it comes to analytics. Like, let me see here. Maybe you guys might see this. Yeah, like right here. Like, this is a good example. Like, channels that your audience watches. Some of you probably watch T Martin. I've never seen him. I know of him. I know he exists. I just never watched any of his content before. Some of you watch TP Gaming. I'm not familiar with TP Gaming, but that exists. Lady Shelab. I do know Lady Shelab. You guys watch Lady Shelab. You guys watch Brian Menard. I do know of Brian Menard. You guys watch Mr. Jolly Roger. You guys watch Easily Distracted Games, Komodo Gaming, James Turner, Call Me Lou. I don't know who that is. Sir J Walker. This is the last 28 days. Dan's Gaming. Dan. Renovate, Iona, Hugs, and Cyanic 2. I know some of them. I don't know all of them. And in the last 7 days, you guys have definitely been on JMXP, Floppy Sims, and Inside a Gamer. At least when it comes to all videos and live streams. Gab Smolders, Game Edge, T. Martin again, which apparently he's playing Hitman 3 M&M DLC. Cage 848, Real Civil Engineer, and JMXP is somebody who is absolutely bursting on the scene. I have never seen anyone smash it this hard in this genre ever. That guy is making some serious moves. That guy 100%. He's got it. He's got the gifted gab, he's got the content, he's got the stuff, he's got it. He's got whatever that is, he's got it. 100%. I think this guy's going to be big. I think he's going to be big. He's going to be bigger than me 100%. He will be bigger than me. I know that for a fact. This guy's going to kill it. He's going to kill it. And it kind of goes back to the whole thing we talked earlier today about like, well, earlier in the stream when I mentioned there's more channels. There's more channels and more eyes go to other places. Perfect example is JMXP. Absolutely just smashing it. It's awesome. It's very, very, very cool. Very cool. Oh, and by the way, in the last 28 days, good God, a lot of you are watching that are subscribed. Well, that's good. But here, look at this. In the last 28 days, almost 55% of people are watching on TV. They're watching on TV. So people are, this is the statistic that YouTube saw this year. And they saw this and they're like, we need to make a push to make TV a better experience in 2026. You know what I mean? 100%. 100%. Right there. That's the reason. 100%. Yep. I'm surprised Grill is not on this list. Usually Grill is on this list. Yeah, he usually is on this list. Gab is your third most watched channel. If you had to recommend another simulator streamer, who would that be? I got a whole list of simulator streamers. I can't just recommend one. I got a bunch I can recommend. I got a bunch I can recommend. How do you make your content better for TV? They want us to do 1440p resolution videos and streams. They want us to do 4K videos and streams. They are going to be unlocking, I don't know if it's out yet, but maybe sometime in 2026, they're going to give us the ability to upload thumbnails more than a 5 megabyte file size. They're going to up it from 5 to 50. So they want us to make like 4K resolution thumbnails. And they really want to make it to look like the UI is going to change to where it looks like you're scrolling on Netflix. So like on Netflix, you can kind of scroll and choose things. That's how the TV is going to work. The YouTube TV is going to be like, the UI will make it so that you can go from channel to channel and like you can see like their catalog, so to speak, kind of thing. But they want us to up our resolutions. They want us to up our everything to make it better for TV. if I could recommend so many other streamers off the top of my head, obviously we talked about Austin Plays, Grill Master, Rusty Champagne, Inside. I would even recommend Inside Gamer if you like simulators. Floppy Sims, I probably would recommend. I just never seen any of his stuff. JMXP, I have seen his stuff. He puts out some banger heat. Game Edge, I know who Game Edge is. I just haven't seen his stuff either. Cage848, I know Cage848. I don't know if he does a lot of simulators though. He might or might not. He might do a lot of survival stuff, like zombie survival stuff. Yeah. 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 I know, Rip Shabby Do. I know his audience watching. I know, right? I know. I met Shabby Do through that game that got banned that we played. God, what was it? What was it called? I met him through the game that got banned off Steam, or the one that had that giant lawsuit. Damn. Nobody a turnaround, I believe is what it was called. Nobody a turnaround. Yeah, let me double check. Yeah, Nobody the Turnaround. That was the game I met Shabby Do on. I don't even know if it's on. Well, I guess it's still on Steam. It's still on. There's still a Steam page for it now, but I don't know if it will ever release. I have it. They gave me the game. I can play it. People just can't buy it. And that was back in 2022. There was a lot of governmental issues with it, as far as like the Chinese government did not want that game to be out and about, and that's why it never released. There's a whole freaking thing about it. I played it like 1 or 2 times, and then once it got removed from Steam because you could buy it, and then they took it away, and then they went through this whole government lawsuit or something rather in China. I'm not sure. Never could play it ever again, except for the people that have already bought it. And I was like, I'm not going to stream this game where people can't even buy it. You know, it's like, so I just stopped it 100%. Yeah. Yeah, Tag does have a lot of spicier and have a lot of inside jokes. You're right. You're right. I watch Kanz for gaming, except GTA because he's so fun to watch, and I really love the community. Kanz has helped me through some tough times, and even if he never knew, aw. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I know. We won't have to do like 720p freaking thumbnails anymore. Hopefully when that thing comes, man. When that thing comes, I'm going to start making actually high resolution thumbnails. It really makes me... It pisses me off when I'm like trying to make a high resolution, and then they're like, this file is way too big. Yeah. 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 Anyways, that's that. I think that we've seen most of what we can see. I mean, if y'all have any more questions about streaming or anything like that, I am up for it. If you definitely, I have like a monthly audience of 100. So on average, the monthly, so like my monthly views are typically around like 400,000 to 600,000 views a month, and that's pretty consistent for how it's been all year long, which probably amounts to around 6 million ish with some inflated times and things like that. And all of that doesn't matter when tomorrow starts, because all of it will be erased and tomorrow's a brand new year. How do you become famous? You either make a lot of people very happy or you make a lot of people mad. That's how you become famous. I know. Happy New Year. What program do you edit your videos? I bounce back and forth. I'm kind of old school when it comes to that stuff. So I'll bounce back and forth between like Vegas Pro 21 and I believe it's called, the other program is called Wondershare or something. Filmora 15. I'll bounce back and forth between those two. I'm kind of like I know of like Vegas Pro 21. It's like I know it, and I don't want to learn anything else. Like I'm stubborn when it comes to that. That's a good idea. 4K and then downscale them to 720. That's a great idea. That's a good idea. How do you divide your personal time from your stream time? I try. That's all I can really say is I try. This stuff, the channel, I am constantly worrying about. It's on my mind 24/7. When you do it for a hobby and then you turn it into a job, there's a massive line in the sand there. It turns into something you think and breathe and do. Once you do streaming and all that, it doesn't become like you clock in, clock out job. It becomes a lifestyle, and it affects me in every different way. And I think about it all the time, and I'm working on it all the time. And there's so much stuff that goes on behind the scenes, whether it's correspondence, emails, PR stuff, sponsorships. If I do decide, I would have to say I probably rejected 10 sponsorships this year alone. You know, you do all that, and then if you are in sponsorship talks and you are negotiating contracts, you know, there's all of that that's going on. You're trying to plan a schedule ahead. You're trying to figure out what game's coming up next. What game do you think will be good for like a nice hit for your audience? Do you think they're gonna like it? Do you think they're gonna hate it? There's a lot of research going into that. There's so much that goes into it, because all of a sudden your hobby or your part-time gig turns into a full-time gig, and all hands are on deck all the time. That's the thing. So personal time and stream time, I don't even like, I have to force and try to find a way to enjoy games on my own time. Yeah. Hey Snaggle, hey Kanz, I just stopped in. I'm a subscriber from YouTube. Love watching your videos. Will you be here for the New Year countdown with us tonight? I won't be here probably for the New Year's countdown. No, I won't probably do that, just because I don't know what to do and all that. But yeah. Do you fall asleep when you do live streams? What? Yeah. They did screw up their life. Yeah, exactly. Do you put your past live stream in the background to fall asleep? I don't. Once I hit done streaming, once I hit done stream, I never look at the stream ever again unless I'm checking quality or audio stuff. That's it. I don't watch my streams. I don't watch myself or anything like that. Yeah. Let me see. Did I miss anything else? You become famous by throwing away bread. It's been tomorrow for 4 hours for you already. You're still going for your 100 stream streak? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I guess I didn't really like, hang on a sec. I didn't look at my Twitch stuff. Let me quickly look, because Twitch isn't that like, Not too crazy, but let me look at my Twitch stuff real quick. We'll see how that goes. Hang on, let me look at that stuff. I think we can compare the two from last year and this year. I hope. God, they make it so complicated on Twitch. Okay. Okay, so for Twitch side of things, for the entire year of 2025, we averaged 93 viewers. We gained 2,800 followers. We got 4,300 subscriptions, and we streamed about 1,400 time streams. So that all amounts to, for the entire year, that amounts to about 15,000. If you take like taxes and stuff like that, I mean, I guess this is a pretty good picture. This is a pretty good picture at, like, if you're a full-time streamer, well, let's not say full-time streamer. If you are a streamer on Twitch and you are partnered and you have a +1 program like I do where you receive 60% and you average 93 viewers, this is kind of like, I mean, the inflated number of 15,000 for the year is kind of inflated by the amount of subscriptions and things like that. Because, you know, you can't rely on like gifted subs and gifted memberships and all these different things through a year. You can't rely on crowdfunding is what it boils down to. If you rely on crowdfunding, that really kind of hurts, I feel like, your audience and stuff like that. It's just one of those things where you rely on that, and then it puts a huge amount of pressure on your audience. And that's one thing you don't want to do when someone comes into your stream. You don't want to have them be like, hey, I got this like stream goal today to, like, I don't know, pay rent or something, whatever it might be. Like, I feel like that is so much pressure on an audience and on a viewer, and I would never want to like do something like that, right? So like, you definitely got to take your full-time streaming in a responsible way and in a reasonable way. Because if you minus, let's say it's 15, let's just say 15,000 from Twitch all in a full calendar year, and you take about 20-30% away from that for taxes, what does that bring it down to, right? And then on top of that, if you're in a situation where you're single and you have to pay for insurance, you got to pay for insurance, you have taxes, it starts to go down even more, right? So yeah, when it comes to Twitch, doing sponsorships, people that do sponsorships, you can kind of see the effects of it. Like I said, I'm a partnered streamer. I earned 60% of my share because we've gotten to that point. But even that's the 60% of a full year of work for the Twitch side. Now, in my case, it's a little bit different because Twitch is not my primary gig. Twitch is my secondary. YouTube is primary. Twitch is secondary. And so that kind of thing, I'm not worried about that so much. It always comes back. That's why I always say, sorry, YouTube is my main gig, Twitch is my side chick, and that's just the reality of it. Between all platform and streaming platforms, when it comes to an income and things like that, it's Twitch is at the bottom of the barrel. I would say Twitch is at the bottom of the barrel. I mean, there's Kick, they pay out handsomely, but they also have other things going on that site too. And then YouTube is like the monster house for just media. And I think that's why YouTube wants to take a serious charge into TV next year, is because they want to be the top media. We just looked at about a week ago or so, YouTube announced that they're exclusively going to have the Oscars or something in 2029 on the platform. And that's a pretty big TV special. They're going to exclusively have that on YouTube in 2029. So they're kind of shifting. Google, YouTube is kind of shifting to that. You know what I mean? They're shifting to that more broader entertainment media kind of thing. That dealio. And for Twitch, really, it's just all about live streaming. There's not like, they don't really go any other way other than live streaming, right? It's that kind of thing. And so, like, yeah, Twitch is the mistress. That's right. Yeah. How much editing do you have to do to a live stream VOD? I don't have to do any editing to a live stream VOD because of the way I do it. I take it one live stream take, hit it on YouTube, and then it saves me time. I don't have to edit any live stream VODs when it comes to like YouTube and dual streaming and things like that. Do I like to watch other streamers, or do you distance yourself more from it entirely since it's your job? I distance myself more from it. Not because I don't like watching other streamers, but I also believe that you start watching other streamers, you start to become other streamers. And so to try to be as authentic as possible and not kind of do what other streamers do, you kind of have to like not watch other streamers. As much as I love watching, you know, and interacting and talking to other streamers and things like that, you kind of want to try not to consume it at a high volume, or you might have that kind of like, you know, you don't want to start picking up on, and you don't want to start like doing, you know, doing stuff and try, and you might not even do it intentionally, you know what I mean? You might just accidentally do it and you're like, oh crap, right? You got to try to be as authentic as you can, right? At least that's what I think, of course, you know. So what I do instead is I just watch YouTube videos that don't actually involve gaming, I'll watch something totally off the wall. Like, I think Danielle and I was watching YouTube the other day. We literally just sit there and watch like a baking competition cook-off or something, you know, just something far away from what I actually do, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, I think all streamers should. Yeah, I think all streamers should be themselves for sure. Yeah. We have half an hour until, well, less than half an hour for New Year's on the East Coast. That's right. But yeah, that's the Twitch side of things. Twitch side, not so friendly, but it is used for other things. And that's why I feel like if I like, Twitch is something that I do for people to choose. Like, if you have a platform you like the most, you can watch on YouTube or you can watch on Twitch. Oh, and by the way, I should probably also note on this is that on the Twitch side of things, when it comes to monetization and ads, I have it on the lowest possible setting you can go. I cannot go any more lower than where it's at. They want us to go up this for recommended. I am on the lowest possible one on Twitch. Well, I should put that back down. There we go. So even with that, and through the entire year of 2025, it being at the lowest possible thing that I can do, that's just how it's been. And then I've given people the choice. Do you want to watch on Twitch? You want to watch on YouTube? Whichever one you want, you can do. Right? And you can even see like net revenue 30%. Like, it's not that much. It's not that much. but I use it as another tool because since I'm streaming anyways on YouTube, since YouTube is the main gig, might as well be dual streaming. And the extra 15,000, you know, that helps a lot for like all the different stuff. Like I said, helps with insurance, helps with taxes, helps with retirement, all these different things. It's just a supplemental thing that's happening. And I'm just giving viewers the option to choose to watch on YouTube or Twitch. That's it. That's all it is. But yeah, that kind of thing. You've been watching Undercover Boss nonstop? Susie was here briefly. She was here briefly. Yeah, copying other mannerisms, catchphrases is a tricky thing. You know, yourself and your partner have picked up on things you've done and used in real life between us. Yeah, I think that's natural. I think it's pretty natural when it comes to that kind of thing. Absolutely, 100%. Very natural. Very natural indeed. Yeah. But I guess that's all, right? Is there anything else? Any other questions that I need to know, or anything I need to hear or need to answer? Or are we all about tapped out? Do I work at a grocery store? No. I'm a streamer. I'm streaming right now. Do you see me? Hey. 3:35 p.m. 1 p.m. Sorry, January 1st here. Still amazes how different time zones are. Right now for me it's 8:36 p.m. I'm not even at the 3-hour mark yet for the New Year's. Thank you for doing these behind the scenes of the business. Didn't realize it was this complicated. It's pretty complicated. It's pretty complicated, and especially when you get into like you get into different financial things, and once you start getting into different financial things, and you know, well, at least here in the US, and you start doing your taxes and things like that. There's a lot of moving pieces, and there's a lot of things you need to be savvy about, you know. Yeah. How do you make the screen that you're on right now? I hired somebody to do it. Hired a contractor to do it. Do you sell drugs to make money? I am a streamer. How many times do I gotta tell you? What the hell are you on? How dare you? Happy New Year's. Thanks for the entertainment. Happy New Year's, B. Jordan. Happy New Year's. I think the one thing, though, that's hard about it is consistency and things like that. Like, it's hard to, like, you guys, only my moderators know, but if I would even tell you what kind of week I've had, you would be, like, blown away. But I don't share that stuff. I don't do any of that stuff because that's not what I'm here for. I don't share all the stuff that goes on, but like if you just knew what happened in the last week, and it's kind of insane, but probably unbelievable too for some people. But my job is just to be here and get you guys out of your own reality. That's it. That's all I'm here for. And I do it through the power of gaming. That's it. That's all. And I think the hard part is that every single day you wake up, you go to work, you have a bad day at work, or you have a good day at work. That's not how it is for streaming. At least that's not how it is for my standard. I don't wake up and have a bad day. I can't have a bad day. That's not what I do. If I'm having a terrible time, I just straight up won't stream. I won't force the issue. I'm not going to sit on here and I'm not going to complain about what's going on in my life. I'm not going to complain about my issues, right? I'm not going to do any of that. You watch 3,600 videos, streams that I have, video content I have on this channel. You're not going to find me complaining about real life stuff, you know, every single day. It's just one of those things. Yeah, it got to be savvy with the taxes, and luckily I have an accountant that helps me deal with the taxes and all that, which, by the way, tax season's right around the corner, you know. Can your first real life stream be you fishing? No, not YouTube. YouTube didn't make me have a bad. No, just personal stuff in life. Personal things that have happened in life. That was a bad week. Not YouTube. Not YouTube. YouTube is the outlet that I have. Doing this and streaming every day is the outlet that I have. Being able to play games, interact, entertain, that's the outlet I have. You feel like Kanz just yells at chat whenever a game goes bad? It's not my fault. No problem, Thomas. I mean, that's it, right? That's all I do. I think I talked about it recently in a Storage Hunter Simulator. Like, you know, like I am just here so that I can distract you from your guys' lives and put you in a different reality. That's it. Is it still raining for you guys? Yes. It's going to be raining starting tomorrow for like the next week. Yeah, it's still raining. Without naming anything, is there any games coming out in the next couple of months that you're looking forward to streaming? There's two. One in about like a week and a half from now. I think on January 9th. January 9th. Yeah. January 9th, there's a new game that we'll have early access to. That's a pretty big game that people are looking forward to. And then I'm looking forward to the video stores, games like the Blockbuster games. There's about 2 of them that are coming out in the first quarter and second quarter of the year that I had a really good time with. Yeah. Do you actually have a job besides being a streamer? No, streaming is my job. I buy... Ooh. By the way, thank you, J-Boy, for the 6 months. And thank you, Amelia, for the 2 months on Twitch. Thank you for the 6 months on Twitch, or 6 months on Twitch, J-Boy. And thank you, 2 months, Amelia. Big ups to both of you. Happy New Year's to both of y'all. Appreciate that. The car going backwards, stuck in reverse. Kyle from KD got back to you about Susie's day. What did he say? Thank you for always being my wind down after work. You do an excellent job of removing the day stress. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, you know, hearing stuff like that, it's encouraging because it's like, okay, maybe, you know, maybe I am doing something correct here, right? And we're all trying to figure this stuff out every day. Hey, Cozy Gamer, Happy New Year's to you. How are you? Happy New Year's to you, Cozy Gamer. Yeah, it was actually, I think it's supposed to rain tonight and then rain for like a week straight. He said, is the red flag the name Dave or the BMW? Because I could if it's both ways. Both. Well, Dave. Both, I guess. Happy New Year's, Danielle. Happy New Year's, Danielle. Happy New Year's, David. Happy New Year's, David. Susie had fun. Yeah, I think she had fun. Well, I guess we'll hear about it tomorrow, but she did have fun. And did you start playing Power Wash Simulator? When the game came out. I don't know what day that was, though. I don't know what day that was. Whenever that game came out, that's when I started playing it. I just can't remember the date off the top of my head. When am I streaming next? I'll stream tomorrow. I'll be streaming tomorrow. Yeah, I'll stream tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to stream yet. I haven't actually figured that out yet. I probably should figure that out. I don't know what I'm going to stream tomorrow. Might be a different game. Might be a new game. Maybe a game we haven't played in a while. I don't really know what I'm streaming tomorrow. Oh, Quarantine Zone is the game that we got. Quarantine Zone, the last check. That's the game that we're gonna be playing here soon in like the next week.
At currently became a member.
Wait, what? Currently. Thank you for the membership. I appreciate that. Big ups to you. Appreciate it. That was very kind, very generous. Thank you. Happy New Year's to you, Bad Wolf. 15 minutes with the ball drops here. Going to gather up the family. Have a wonderful... Wait a sec. How do your guys' ball drop 3 hours before ours? Anyways, I'm not going to argue it. Enjoy the ball drop, indeed. I just realized. Wait a sec. Our ball drop doesn't do the thing until like 3 hours from now. But yeah, Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Currently. Is that how you say currently? Currently? Yeah, we'll be streaming tomorrow. No problem about that. What's the code for it? Juvie. It's for Juvie. Ball drop? I'm an adult, though. Or just like Kira? Like Kira? Or Kura? Have a good night. Yes, have a good night as well, Snaggle. Have a good night, too. It's nice little... I got like 3 hours still. Nice little review of the channel. Nice review of 2025. Hopefully people that watch the playback will see all the different things, and maybe if there's any other creators also that are interested to see some stats as well, we could see,
Chunk Loading became production
a little bit of that too. People
Chunk
can see that.
Celebrates 12 months of membership. Looking forward to another year of whatever this is. Yuck for real. Thanks for everything, Kanz, and for this awesome community.
Well, thank you
Here's to
very
good
much.
Things in 2026.
Well, I
appreciate
that a lot. Thank you very much, Chunk Loading, for the one whole year of a membership. Thank you very much. Kira. Oh, very well. Kira. Okay, Kira. Thank you very much, Chunk Loading, for the one whole year of support. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for all the great content this year. No, thank you, Natasha. Thank you. Thanks for streaming. Yeah, no problem. Pretty nice. Maybe we'll review it again in 2026. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's a new year, and we'll see what happens. But I think it's the only thing that we can do is just push forward and continue doing what we are doing. That's all we can really say. Just continue doing what we are doing. All right, y'all. Happy New Year, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow for some more streams. Have a good rest of your evening. Happy New Year. Stay safe, stay happy, and all that good stuff, right? That's right. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Take care.